Upgrades.
Hey, it's Jorge, giving you a quick review of the movie Ferrari. And this movie, the synopsis of it is set in the summer of 1957 with Enzo Ferrari's auto empire in crisis. The ex-racer turned entrepreneur pushes himself and his drivers to the edge as they launch into the Mille Miglia, a treacherous 1,000-mile race across Italy. This is directed by Michael Mann. It stars Adam Driver, shailenewoodley. It has Penelope Cruz in it. It has a wonderful, giant star cast. Patrick Dempsey's in this movie. It's one of these movies that that for me, it was a huge letdown because I had huge expectations going into it. After, now that these automaker biopics are coming out. So you had the Ford v Ferrari movie. You also had the Lamborghini movie that came out. When this got announced, I got so excited, just kind of thinking about what could be. And then you start seeing the cast, and it's an all-star cast. Like, you're just thinking, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be great. And I think it's, this movie was forgettable, which is such a pain, and for me, and given, gun to the head, if I had to pick between a Ferrari or Lamborghini, I'm always choosing a Lamborghini. But Ferrari just has such an amazing story and such a unique, persona, especially, when you hear all these stories about Enzo Ferrari. And when you kind of see how this movie comes out and how it was portrayed, it just, for me, it just missed the mark. And I start thinking, was it the writing? Was it the directing? Where was the misstep? Because this should have been such a phenomenal story, and it just wasn't that engaging. It wasn't that, it didn't suck me in. And even in the car, in the car scenes where you expect to see, obviously some of these beautiful Ferraris from the 50s and early 60s, you see these cars which are just beautiful. You expect almost a car to be a character in this movie, and you really don't get that. You get small glimpses here and there, and you kind of get a little bit of the story of these drivers, but when you kind of look at it all, it's just very lacklustering. And the thing that was very disappointing to me was in any of the crashes that you see, the CGI that you used when you see some of these people flying out of the car, it looked like 80s special effect. It just wasn't good. It wasn't engaging. It didn't scream at me. I watched this and there's nothing in me that makes me want to rewatch this movie. There's nothing in me that makes me want to learn more about this race or a little bit more about, Enzo Ferrari himself, which is such a shame, because when you come out of the Ford v Ferrari movie, you want to learn more about Henry Ford, and you want to learn more about Shelby and kind of his progression. Same thing with the Lamborghini movie. You kind of see this upbringing and how he goes, and you kind of want to see more. And I think in my head, I'm thinking those movies were made with people who actually engulf that spirit of automobile and just that passion for it. And this one, it didn't feel like there was passion behind it. Which when you talk about like Italian sports car, like Ferrari is usually one of the first that people think about. So it was just very much a shame that this one kind of missed the mark. I will say in terms of the acting, like Adam Driver did a great job. Shailene Woodley, I mean, she always does a wonderful job. I thought Penelope Cruz's character was very jarring, and she acted her, her face off. Like I was very happy with how she acted, and just kind of like how she took on that role. But overall, like you kind of go through this movie and it's just a little lackluster. And I think that's the part that's really depressing to me. If I had to grade this from 1 to 10, realistically I'd probably rate it like a 5. 5, maybe a 4.5. Like I don't know that I'll watch this movie again. And that's a bummer. But let me know if you guys saw this movie. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Let me know what parts you guys enjoyed or didn't enjoy. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. And as always, we'll see you next time. Peace.